Hi everyone, welcome to Data College. We'll help you build solutions to your data problems. If you have not heard from us for some weeks, it's because we have been busy working on some data systems and solutions to problems. And we are happy today to start a series of videos where we want to help you, introduce you to some systems and AI apps that will help you in your data visualization. We have a series of videos you're going to do, but today we want to focus on our own system that we have developed. We call it PRC systems. In the PRC systems, we have data visualization and then data quality assurance and all that. But we want to focus today on data visualization systems of PRC. Great. Now, this is an online based system where you need your data, just upload your data, and you're able to get in some visualizations in there. It is free, and we are actually launching it for you. You want to test it and see how it works, give us a feedback, and all that. If you are ready to test that for us, you're just going to go to this link together with me, bit.ly forward slash PRC-VIS. That will send you directly to our data visualization system. If you don't really get that, you can also just type PRC systems, prcsystems.org. It sends you to our homepage where you can use either clicking on this image, or you can click on the sidebar second image here, or you can click on go to visualization in here. Great. So this is the system we're going to take you through today, how to use it and all that. You can read more about our data visualization system, DV system. There's not much there, but it is very helpful. A disclaimer is that the system does not help you prepare your data. It assumes that your data is already prepared. If you need a data preparation or data quality assurance check and all that system, we have another system that helps you with data check and all that. Some are still in development as well. Great. So I have my data. I'm going to start with you. If you have your data, you're just going to click on the section here. Click here. I click on my session. It supports Excel, currently supports Excel and CSV files. So if you have an Excel and CSV file, you can use that. If you select your data, it's going to show the data here, right, at the far right side of this, and some metadata here here as well. Great. So in this data, if your data is very huge, you can just change the number of rows you see per page, and then if it is very wide, you would have a more of fluid scrolling here, and you can scroll through and all that. Great. So these are data you can also filter, and then type whatever you're looking for, filter in here like this. Great. Now that we have our data, we're just gonna go straight away to get some visualization working for us. We have currently 22 main visualization setups for you, powered by Python, and you can actually use them. Each of them can be used for multi-purpose, and we are gonna go through them in the upcoming videos. But today we want to concentrate on the first one. If you want to know what each of them does, all you need to do is to just hover over the image. Is going to show you what it does. An example, the first one is bar and column charts, helps you for anything bar, column, group bar, and all that. The second one, if you hover around it, it says pie charts, and it says pie charts and donut charts as well. We have line, box, histogram, area, scatter, funnel plots, and then timeline or Gantt chart and all that. We have maps and field maps as well. Great. So straight away today, we want to try the column charts and bar charts. You click on it, and the parameters that you need to select in would be there for you. Basically, it uses the data that you selected up here, and that is where it's going to pick the variables or columns for. So let's say I want to draw uh I want to look at the state. If you look at my data, I have some state and income and gender. I want to use that and see for each of the individuals named there. I want to do something about income, and then let's say uh, state. Great. Now, depending on the variables you select for X or Y, it's going to show either a column or a bar plot, and I'm going to leave this there. If I submit, it's going to give me a basic here column plot because my state is Y and my income, which is this, is my X. If I want it to be more of a column plot, then I'm gonna just put the state here and put my income here. It's very easy for me to do that and it to give it to me like that. Great. Now there are advanced options that you can use for each of the plot types here, right? So an example for this one, if I show the advanced options, I can change the width, the height, the hover name, template. Some of them we're not going to just touch on them, but if I just want to say I want to increase my width, I put 200. You can just try some values in there, 500, right? 500, and then if you try them out, you see what difference it makes. So 200, 500 means it's very small, right? So I'm gonna make the width very wide and say 800, and this one too, I'm gonna make it 900, means I'm gonna get a very wide kind of plot. So you want something very big looking like this for you. Nice. Great. uh I think it's too big, so it's compressing this for us here. So I'm gonna change this to 600, and I'm gonna change this as well to 600, and I'll submit that. Great. Now, if we have that, then we can change the template, right? There are a lot of templates in there. The first template, the default template, is a plotly template. You can go with the ggplot. Those who have the Seaborn, you want to use the Seaborn Python template. If you click on it, the plot changes to a Seaborn Python template for you. Those of us who've used Seaborn, you understand that. If you want ggplot template, you have been doing some rgg plots, it takes you directly to some ggplot template. And then I can also do some black, plotly dark, and then all that. Just try the templates that are available in there. This is going to be my plotly dark for me, very dark one. I don't need that. I'm going to go to the default. Great. So we have also annotations you can use: facet row, facet column. Facet row, facet column is when you want to plot the you want to have your bar charts in columns and in rows. So an example, let's say we want to use our gender variable to do a facet column plot. So I can just say I will use my gender here, and then I can submit to see how that works. So you can see that it makes it more of a column. It gives a gender plot here, and then gender equal male as well. If you want it in a row form, right, that kind of row form, you can actually add that in there as well. Great. So yeah, I'm gonna actually take off the facet column because I don't need that, right? Then there are other options for you if you want to do a stack mode. uh the bar mode, we have stack, we have group, we have overlay, and that's where you can help yourself when you want a group bar. Assuming I want to group them in my gender, all I need to do is to select gender for my color, right? It's going to give me uh the gender. It automatically stacks me for each of them. Let me go and reduce this height. It's too high for me. Then reduce this height and then get it match better here. Okay, now so you can see what I have there. You can see the height, right? You can see the height there, and now you can see that the bar mode is stacked. You can change it to grouped, right? If you change it to group for each of the states, right, it's going to give you male and female, and in there if you submit that, it's going to change it to group, and you see it in there that way. If you want this to be changed to column as with a bar chart itself instead of the column plot, I'm just gonna do the same thing we did, swapping the x and y variables, and you have that in there as well. Great. Now, these are some of the advanced things you can do, and the advanced options are dependent on the plot type you selected, right? So there are other advanced options that you have for the bar plot, right? There are other customizations that you can do, right? These are general customization. You can do plot title and say that my first bar plot, right? Then value labels, if you want to add your value labels, I can say I want my value labels inside. Then uh, background color, let me submit this and you see how it works. Value labels are inside, in here, outside. I can change them to be inside, right? Just inside the plot here. Basically outside is fine for me, right? And then my first bar plot is at the top here. That's a plot title. I can change the background color of the plot and say my plot should have this kind of background, like this, you know. And then I can give my legend position, X title, I can say X as is, and then the Y title, I can say Y as is, you know. Yeah. So the X is actually income. So I can just say income of person, and then the Y I can say state of person, right? Instead of the default, I'm changing that, and that is applied to it here, right? Let me change this back to my white background for me. Great. Then I can also add some grid. If you want to add some grid lines in there, you can just go in there and say, give me X grid, Y grid, and then the color of the grid, you can select that. By default it gives me black. I can change the grid color of the X to be something red like this. I can deactivate the Y grid color. So depending on what you want to do, just feel free and use the customization to do all that. So this is basically the bar that you can do. There are other things that we want to add, but basically this is what you can do now. Now, if you want to download your plot, right? If you want to download your plot, but before I do the download, let me change this back to where it was. I want a column plot instead. If you want to download this, all you need to do is to just come here, right? You can just see the camera icon here. You click on it, you get your plot downloaded, and that's that. I mean, simple as that, right? You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, and see how your plot looks like. Great. So that's it for the bar. You can try the pie and the donut in our next video. We're gonna show you how to work on that and some of the other ones. Those of you want to do some maps, you can try some map points. You can try some histograms. You can try some violin. You can try some sunburst. You can try some strip plots, and then we have also 3D line plots, right? 3D line plots, 3D scatter plots, and all that can help you do that. Great. So thanks so much for joining us. Try it out. Give us your feedback, things you think we can change, improve on that. It is free for you. Do your visualization and have your plot. Remember, we're going to continue with this series. We'll talk about some of the other visualization types that we have in here. And when we are done, we'll talk about other systems like Power BI and then Tableau and other systems. We'll talk about some of all those other systems, then how you can use that. Data college, where we help you build solutions to your data problems. Hit us in the channel with your comments and your recommendations. Send a video to your friend to test it out. It is free. Share it with at least 10 people. Let them try it out, do some visualization and all that. If you also want to try out some of the things we have, the systems we have, if you go to the home page, you can see that we have other systems in there. The machine learning is still in development. You can this is the visualization we just tried. You can explore the data quality assurance system. We have a data check system under that, right? If you go to the data check system, you can just download. This is more of an app, right? It's an app. You can just download and install and start working on it. We'll do a video on that, how to use that as well. The manual of how to use that is just down there. You can read about it, download it, and try and see if you can use that. Data College, we help you build solutions to your data problems. Thanks for joining. To come your way again. Thank you. We say bye.